Well, hello, beautiful people. How we doing? We are back at it once again. We are on the book Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting by Lynn Grabhorn, and we are into chapter 7. This is actually part 36. And this is going to be all about intuition, right? I was talking about it last time where I'm still, dealing with struggles sometimes with trying to figure out which one is intuition and which one is just me being wishful, right? And trusting my inner guidance. And one of the things is, if you guys haven't looked into or heard about Abraham Hicks, definitely recommend her. A lot of Lynn Grabhorn stuff comes from Abraham Hicks, because she talks about this a lot and her guidance and how it's led her to do pretty much everything, and for her to find her inner voice, and be guided by that. And it's a very powerful thing. But the one thing is, and this is why she started the book off first with raising your level of awareness, right? Because once you raise your level of awareness, you're feeling good all the time. Now it gives more opportunity for your inner guidance, for your intuition, for your higher self to speak to you more freely, more clearly. It's kind of like, when the moms that have that they can't explain it type of strength. If their kid is in a car accident and the car's sitting on top of the child and they got to lift the car up, and all of a sudden the parent just has like this unbelievable strength, they wouldn't normally have to save that child. That's actually happened before. So, but that's the kind of stuff that is unexplainable, but it is explainable, and it happens more often than you think. And this is something that we're kind of diving into now, is just how to use that intuition and be more into our instincts. Okay, so we're going to dive right into it, and this is actually the final step. So let's get right into that. The final step when it comes to using your intuition. All right, here we go.
The final step. Therein lies the fourth and final step in this process of creating by design. The first, you remember, is to identify what we don't want.
Hmm.
The second is to clarify and state what we do want. The third is to get into the feeling place of those wants. And now the fourth, step 4, expect it, listen, and allow the universe to bring it.
Mm.
Translated, that means no more pounding something into place to make it happen. It means we tune in and listen to our guidance. It means we follow what we get without hesitation. It means we stop trying to figure out how we could ever make our want transpire, because we aren't the ones who have to figure it out anyhow. All we have to do is act on the inspirations coming from our expanded self. Keep our valve open, expect that our want is on its way, and step back and let the universe do its thing, staying out of the trap of impatience as much as possible. For that matter, even staying out of patience, because patience is just a closed valve pretending to be open with all its focus on what hasn't happened.
Mm.
The universe is a better organizer than you could ever think of being, so give it a chance and stay out of the way. You've given the universe a task. You've sent out your magnetic energy. Now settle back and allow the manifestation to unfold.
Mm.
But where the hell is it? Okay, you're keeping your frequencies up, staying tuned to the guidance station, listening, getting your hunches, watching the synchronicity of events. But where in the Sam Hill is this terrific want of yours? How can I stay all wrapped up and excited about something when I keep talking, feeling, and flowing energy until I'm blue in the face, but nothing happens?
Mm.
If your want hasn't shown up in whatever you consider to be a reasonable amount of time, it simply means you've been more in the feeling place of not having it and less in the feeling place of having it.
Mm.
That's all right. You're not doing it wrong. You didn't lose the instruction book. The deliberate flowing of positive energy is so foreign to us. It often seems to be an impossible task, while the resistant feelings we're so accustomed to, and therefore never notice, continue to dominate our day. That's when it's time to let it be okay. Let it be okay
Hmm.
that your want hasn't shown up yet. You know that it will, but it's perfectly normal that it hasn't yet. The ultimate goal, of course, is to stop seesawing with open valves, shut valves, open valves, shut valves. That's like calling a dog and telling him to stay at the same time. Everything jams to a halt. How then does one retain passion for something that hasn't shown up or happened? First, check out what you're flowing energy to.
Hmm.
There's not much point in flowing energy to and manifesting more of any of your don't wants. Next, check out your intensity of energy flow. The greater your excitement, the more ardent your passion. And the more ardent your passion, the faster your manifestation. Ask your guidance for help with your passion and you'll get it. Next, check your repetitions. How often do you get yourself jazzed about your want? If you had a great start, got all worked up about it for several minutes, and then never thought about it again, it may come someday, though doubtful. But if you keep yourself hyped up about it, talk about it several times a day to yourself, your parakeet, and your roses, and embellish the story every time you do, you're not only keeping the momentum going, you're building it. Although 16 seconds is all that's necessary to add to the forming vortex, if you'd get turned on and really buzzing about this thing for just 10 or 15 minutes every day, it will be in your face before you know it, providing you keep your focus off its absence. There's something else that goes on in regard to a show or no show, which I hesitate to mention because it can be such a cop-out, such a perfect excuse for why something has not happened or shown up yet. And that is timing. You may have been flowing energy passionately toward a subject with a wide open valve, doing everything by the book, flowing with the force of a space shuttle rocket, and still have a no-show on your hands.
Hmm.
Timing. It simply may not be the best time for this want to happen if you're to derive from it all you desire. Since that may be the case, then just step back, relax, and let the universe and your guidance do their things. The law of attraction is never inconsistent. The universe will bring you whatever you want in the appropriate time. The key, always, is focus.
Love it.
What's been bothering me?
Mhm.
We already know the only thing that messes up our experience is resistance to our own higher energies. But sometimes being in those energies can cause things to happen that are not always too pleasant. Pulling in higher frequency is sort of like aiming a hose at a muddy old sidewalk. The heavy stream of water squirts away the mud to reveal some nasty cracks in the walkway. If you're not careful as you step on the sidewalk now, you might trip over one of those long hidden cracks.
Hmm.
Those cracks are our resistance, our inner critic or naysayer, our old ideas of social rights and wrongs, our old low-frequency security blankets being laid bare by the higher frequencies. The greater our wanting is, the greater the energy we're pulling in. Just as the more forceful the stream of water is, the more cracks will be uncovered. All of a sudden, we feel rocky, vulnerable, exposed to the elements without protection, as what has been hidden away for so long surfaces to struggle for survival. Ultimately, what has been hidden will die away, but not without a fight. This can make for some rather bumpy, emotional rides. Not to worry, there's a fast way out. The moment you become aware that you're feeling a little shaky or off base, ask yourself, what's been bothering me? And keep at it until an answer comes. It will. As you discuss it with yourself, whatever it is that has been uncovered to cause those unpleasant old feelings to reemerge will show itself in the form of an old belief, an old fear, an old don't want. Once you unveil whatever it is, if you'll take just 3 minutes a day to talk it out and talk it down, as in tender talking, talk it out and talk it down, talk it out and talk it down, most of that fear will dissipate within 30 days, along with the unconscious resistance that's been blocking your want. Passion
Okay.
is creation.
All right. Well, was a story I wanted to share with you guys because it's funny. I was actually ordering something from Amazon, and I always look at Amazon or just any delivery, right? When it goes along with this, and basically, I ordered a package. I thought that it was coming the next day, but because that's we already know, right? We put the package in and it's coming, but for whatever reason the timing was just not there. And I still to this day haven't gotten this package, and it's now going on 5 days. They said it was lost. But and the reason why I bring this up is because something very interesting happened. I called Amazon. I was very upset, because I needed this stuff. But I also kind of just let it be and said, you know what, let's just let it be. I finally got to talk to a supervisor, and they ended up giving me a significant credit for the inconvenience. They said, hey, this is something that doesn't normally happen, but rest assured, the package is coming, but here's a credit on top of that, right? So the reason why I bring this up is because maybe there is some time that you haven't been, there's been some time and you're in this situation where you're wanting something and you're doing all the things that's supposed to be working and all the stuff, but yet it's still not coming. But if you just give up, then it just goes away, right? But by keeping at it, adjusting, re-looking at things, now on top of me getting my package, I also got a credit. So we don't know what the universe has in store for us. And I'm just using it as an example because it can get a lot bigger. But like even the delays can be blessings and don't have to be frustrating, right? So just think about that for a while, because again, it's the whole idea. Amazon has this great service, right? This is no endorsement to Amazon whatsoever, but it's the fact that we know that our package is coming. We don't know when, most of the time, right? Like in my case, or sometimes we know it's coming right away, but it depends. It depends on the size, right? It depends on what it is. But either way, it's how we react to it. And when it comes, it's all about the timing and when it's supposed to happen. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I think it goes right in line with this. Comment down below if you guys have had a similar situation, or maybe you guys are dealing with some worry, and I love the whole talk it down, talk it tender. It's so simple, but yet it's so great. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. So, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. I'm going to be posting again tomorrow. So until next time, you guys make it a great day. Take care.